Yo guys, welcome to another game analysis video. I thought I'd give you guys a little chance to catch up on the Zulus series because I have posted a couple of pretty long parts on that one. But yeah, do look forward to continuing that probably tomorrow. But yeah, this will be a game analysis video on a game sent in which was played as Germany. So this game was done on the older Vox Populi patch, the December 3rd one, which is the last actual official one. But I mean, it's been a while since I played on that one, to be honest, and does have unique components. No events, no ruins, no tech trading, and raging barbs. So yeah, let's have a little look at this. Let's have a little look at Germany first. I think I've gone through a video of Germany before, but yes, so you get this +3 culture and golden age points per city-state ally, +3 science and golden age points per friend. So these are mutually exclusive. You can't get both. Like, even though technically if you're their ally, you also are their friend, but you know, once you become ally, you lose the friend bonus, which I think is a bit unfortunate, but that's the way it is. This can be definitely pretty good. Pretty relevant early on. 3 is quite a lot, given that your yields at the start is like 7 or something, but it can be hard to get them. And you get like 7 tech per turn at the start even. I mean, your culture per turn at the start is 1, so it'd be amazing to get an ally early. 1 additional delegate in World Congress for every 3 city-state allies. This is pretty shocking, I have to say. By the late game, I mean, city-state allies are worth 1 each anyway, right? Like votes in Congress, or are they even worth 2 in the United Nations? They might be, but they're worth 1 from a certain point, and then 1 additional delegate for every 3 city-state allies. Like, how often are you going to get more than like 1 or 2 votes from this? Maybe 3 or 4 absolute max, and like, it's so unlikely to actually be the thing that gets you over what you need for a Diplo victory. I mean, having votes earlier is nice, but I just think it's not going to give you anything like as many as, say, like the Austria thing would. And it's way less than you already get just for having them, so it just doesn't feel very meaningful, for sure. Yes, and then normal Germany stuff, we got the Panzer, pretty insane unit, but very, very late. Though you get it a bit earlier than the tank which it replaces, so slightly earlier than that at least. And then the Hansa, which is a unique customs house. So yeah, you get +5 gold and 3 culture, which is more. I think customs houses normally it's just like +2 gold, and then you get this +5% production in the city for every trade route you have with the city-state. +10% of the city's gold output is added to the science per turn. So mostly the trade route bonus is the big thing about this, but the yields are nice as well. The extra yields, and then with the unique components you get this Ulfadine unique warrior, I think 1 more combat strength, and basically you get influence with a near city-state for killing a unit, and you can sometimes convert them to fight for you. And Teutonic Order, which replaces Heroic Epic, gives +2 production to and +2 production to all castles, +2 faith to all barracks. Units will get the morale promotion they did anyway, and then you get 15 faith when you kill a unit scaling with era, and the Reformation bleed 5% earlier. So some pretty decent stuff in there. Yeah, like obviously the ability in the hands is geared towards like statecraft play, and then obviously the units is slightly towards statecraft, and this stuff is generally towards like authority play. And authority statecraft is definitely a reasonable way to play. It's nice to have a good like global presence, and especially get some vassals when you're trying to go Diplo victory. So it all points towards that, really. I don't. This it says it unlocks some extra buildings. Pogos Stage 2. Is that actually a thing? Let's have a look. Yeah, so I thought that was the Russian unique thing. But you can get this. I mean, do you actually get this? It does say that you do. And this isn't like locked in the specific civ, so it kind of seems like you could get it. And then I guess you get this as well. So wow, that's actually really good. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll see if you did get that later, but that sounds very, very good. So, starting location. Got the incense on the desert. Incense is very good for giving you faith, because there's the faith monopoly, but also the plantation gives +1 faith and culture. So even just building the individual plantations gets you bonus faith, and then if you can get enough to get the monopoly, you're going to get a crazy amount of faith with them. It's not great because you don't have many like tiles which are particularly good to work early. I suppose the incense is alright because you do get the 2 gold, and technically that's the same as 1 production. So yeah, maybe it is better than I'm saying. You know, normally I quite like, 2 food, 1 production tiles, 1 food, 2 production tiles, or lakes, 3 food, 1 production tiles. But I suppose this is decent. And the olive's quite nearby, some other squares to grow to, and mines if you really, really need production, like building a settler. So I guess settling in place is alright. Settling on incense is actually decent as well. You get to keep the plus gold. The plantation thing is nice with the bonus faith from culture, but it's not actually like that amazing a thing throughout the game. But having the extra 2 gold at the start, because then you'll be able to work this square. Maybe I would actually do that, because getting a good start is so useful, isn't it? Yeah, a couple of desert resources about, and then some forest over here. So some options with the start. Okay, cool. So, this is on Epic as well, so the timings are a little bit off, but this is Pantheon Belief. Got by building Stonehenge. Fair enough. 47 seems a little bit late, but well, I mean, it's fine on normal VP, to be honest. It's just not like, you really want it before turn 45, I guess, on Epic, to actually be like faster than other people can build it. You've actually... Okay. So pottery, wheel, and mining. So obviously you went wheel to get Stonehenge, but then you went mining and got a worker and started building mines. I guess that would have helped to build the Stonehenge. So I can understand that. That's a weird play though. I wouldn't usually do that personally. And then trapping, so I guess you're going for calendar to start building these incense plantations, which, yeah, it is pretty crazy to get quite a few of them out. Yeah, fair enough. Been killing barbs, I guess. Another barb to be killed here. Free unit as well, very nice. And yeah, you get like plus some amount of influence. Pretty good for helping you get some early alliances and stuff, so that you can get the bonus yields. And okay, that's a bit of an annoying quest. Probably doable to find a natural wonder though. I'm sure there's quite a few of them about. Where is the scout? Over there. Okay, so yeah, choosing the Pantheon here. There is a decent amount of desert stuff going on. That seems pretty good to me. Yeah, that makes the most sense, doesn't it? I mean, that's the thing that's going to actually get you a religion this game. Just go and settle in there with all this incense and try and get the monopoly on it. Some stone, quite a few wheat as well. Seems good to me. You know, it might be possible to get a religion with some of the other pantheons if you go straight for calendar right now and just build the plantations as quickly as possible. I guess this is a huge map though, which makes the monopolies a bit hard to get, right? So, incense. There's 10 in the world, so you do have to get 6 of them to actually get the monopoly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's quite a few in a small space actually. Probably doable. But yeah, safest just to go Desert Pantheon. It's pretty good, you know. Yeah. And there's oases as well. Seems to make the most sense. I don't know about this worker play, you know. Maybe getting more of these, probably, but I guess you're already up to force limit, because when you capture the barbs, they get up to your force limit pretty quickly. We could definitely do with not being on 3 pop right now. So I don't know, this Stonehenge play might have been probably unnecessary. I think you could have gone Shrine first, or Monument first into Shrine. Then you could have another unit instead of building Stonehenge, and you could be at 4 pop already, so that you could start settling the cities. But I guess when you can get Stonehenge, like, consistently, you might as well go for it, because it is powerful, so there's just other things that could be done. Right. Okay, turn 130, and I believe the Great Prophet has just spawned. So, yeah, not the earliest. This is still first religion, though. So, wow. Yeah. That's pretty good still. And 5 cities out. Not bad. And up to 5 policies as well, so that all seems pretty good. And another settler. Man, you've been pretty busy. Oh, look at those tiles, man. +4 faith on each of those. With so you must have the incense monopoly, yeah, the extra faith, and then another extra faith. The extra faith from plantation, and then another extra faith from Spirit of the Desert. So yeah, this is looking rather nice. Would probably work this instead. Yeah. Okay, so you're planning to settle down here. That does seem like it could cause some problems with Songhai. Man, how do you always get games where you're next to Songhai, I swear. Everyone you've sent. I guess not really next to. They are actually quite far away. They've just like sprinted towards you. With like all of their cities. But I guess this is too good to turn down. I don't know, maybe you could put it like here or something, so that you're not on the coast. I don't know, this area seems like it could be a problem though, if they come with a lot of cav. I guess it's all wooded, but there might be some places they could put some annoying cities in here actually, if you don't buy quite a few of these tiles. And I don't know if this city is good enough to be like a focal point for them to attack, because it's kind of the closest city to them, so you can kind of assume that that's probably where they would attack if they attacked you. So that could cause problems if you don't have a bigger army, which, okay, so we don't have that many troops. Oh wow, Petra and Terracotta Army though. So, wow, real nice actually. Man, how did you get all of this stuff built? Stonehenge, Petra, Terracotta Army, 5 settlers. I guess the extra production from Spirit of the Desert? And maybe the Mine's early play works, man. Maybe it does. Maybe you got it from a ruin, although I don't think so, given the timings of it. But I'm sure it did slow down your getting to calendar and getting the monopoly, because otherwise you would have had this earlier than turn 87. Still first though, 38 faith per turn is a lot. Alright, I'll just finish on the settle locations. I'm not sure about this one either, so we have Greece up here. I don't know what the benefit of being on this coast really is, and there's some squares here that aren't actually covered. So I would probably have put a city here. I mean, everyone's going to have their preference for city locations, but I would quite like one there. The others all seem good. Yeah, this one's a little bit weird. I guess it was just to get this final incense, because I think you have 6 right now. Yeah, so you needed one final one quickly. But I mean, you could have put a city here, I think, instead, and you would have had both of these. Wow, you got loads of workers too, man. Man. This is a really nice start, man. Oh my god. And you got 2 alliances. Jesus, dude. Jesus. Oh, that would suck if you lost this trade route. But yeah, this is actually quite a nice quest, to be honest. You can go over here and kill a load of barbs and like secure your alliance with Cahokia forever. You'll get the nearby barb bonus and the extra bonus from killing barbs with these. Very cool indeed. 7 horses, 9 horses. That you're 130 gold per turn, dude. What? Like, you gotta think this is like turn late 80s, man. Holy shit, dude. And you're going for Angkor Wat. I mean, if you get that, it's just fucking game over, man. It is just game over. So, religion, though. So, we're authorities, so obviously always hero worship is a good choice, to be honest. You actually have enough faith that you could consider some of the other ones that, convert faith into other things. So, maybe apostolic. I have to say that culture is something that Statecraft struggles with, which I assume, as Germany, you're going to go Statecraft. So, getting a lot of culture early could be super good, and the food could definitely be useful in the capital. Like, you could work all these mines easily, and you do get bonuses for working specialists. Bonus percent culture in the capital, so if you can work a load of like guild specialists and get bonus percent to that from your spies. Yeah, apostolic is actually decent with Statecraft, I would say. And a good way of converting faith back into culture. And some food. I suppose Council of Elders if you're going to conquer a lot of stuff. I need to try it because I think it's been rebalanced a bit and I haven't tried it since. It used to be kind of crap, so I don't know if it's a bit better now. Way of Pilgrim to convert culture again. Transcendence is decent. I used Transcendence in my England game, which was an Authority Statecraft game, and because I had quite a few cities, and then because I conquered some more and had decent faith per turn, I was able to get pretty good yields from this. So a couple of options, and then there's always orders. Pagodas are pretty amazing on huge maps. 1 yield for every world religion, and you can get up to 7 world religions, so can be very cool. All of the buildings are decent. Veneration could be a consideration, again, with high faith yields, and you're going to have the extra faith from the Teutonic Order as well. Veneration can convert into other stuff. I was a little bit disappointed with it when I got it, and I did wish I just had orders, so maybe just getting orders first so you can ensure them. Pagodas are pretty often left in the pool, so you don't have to get them straight away. And cathedrals is decent with authority as well, but probably not better than pagodas or veneration or orders, so wouldn't really go for that. Building another settler here as well. Well, how many cities is the plan? I would love a city here as well. I think this would be a great city as a place for you to soak up any attacks from Greece from. They would really struggle to take this, and it would give you a good base for pushing into their capital from as well. They do have Roman Forum, so you definitely want to be taking that, and I assume that's in the capital. Okay, 173, and yeah, we've just got the second great profit. Currency into metal casting, obviously you wanted ironworking for this. Didn't get Angkor Wat, okay, well, game's not completely over then. Didn't get absolutely everything from the start, but still a very good start. Being done with authority seems pretty good at this point. And yeah, went for hero worship orders, so going military, totally respectable plan. It's always going to be a good way to go. Trying to do some of the other stuff can end up being a bit like you have to wait for a while for it to actually come online, whereas these bonuses pretty consistently good pretty much straight away. Okay, so we did settle down here, yep, rather nice. Settle Dortmund here. Do you know what, I actually, it's a weird city, but I like it. It stops anybody else settling here, which would actually be very frustrating. And I could imagine Songhai coming and doing that. And it secures you safe trade routes, so I'm pretty happy with that one. Settler is being built. Wonder where that guy's going. And yeah, we're still doing nicely. You sold absolutely all of your stuff, which you always should in these patches, really. Get a lot from it. How are the city-states doing? So, yeah. Couple of bonus, definitely helping out. That should be quite easy to do, though it won't actually get you anywhere. This was before the militaristic city-states were fixed. Unfortunate. So, yeah. Actually, one thing I would say, I feel like Germany gets a bit of a bad rap for being one of the worst civs, but if you can get some alliances early, it is actually a significant bonus early to something that you would have wanted to do anyway. If you can ever get an alliance from a city-state mission, you want to go for it. And you don't even need the alliance, you only need friendship to get the +3 science. So I actually think it can be a reasonable civ. It's just obviously it can not be that great if you don't get the right city-states near you with the right missions that you can actually do. Then it can end up being a bit useless, and just the delegates bit of it isn't great, and the normal VP stuff is a little late, but this actually can be a very good bonus early on. I've had some very good games with them, without unique components, as playing them with tradition, and where I've got a couple of city-state allies early, and it's allowed me to get through tradition quickly with bonus culture, and bonus yields from the city-states, and have a pretty nice game, to be honest. Another city down here to get Krakatoa, and some nice stuff. I mean, that doesn't feel amazing because you don't have many coastal cities, and it seems like you're a long way away from building a navy. Like, the land units would probably come first before the navy. So I guess Sweden doesn't really have that many cities close yet either. So maybe it's okay. But it seems risky. What's 7 iron squares? Jesus. Is this with abundant resources on or something? Alright, enhance the belief though. I think it's pagodas all day here, man. All day. 7 religions. Probably going to be getting 4+ yields in each city. It's just crazy. So some choices here. Zealotry, I mean, you do have a lot of faith, and technically there's not a good way of converting it into other things, so Zealotry would be very nice. Prophecy is reasonable because you can combine it with the Holy Sites Reformation belief later on to get you some extra votes. I don't mind Mendiancy, you probably will want this religion in all of your cities, so that's a nice little bonus. Even Inquisition probably will be good because there's a lot of pressure, so you'll be able to use missionaries to Inquisitors to convert your cities back and, retain the bonus. Although I guess you'd normally probably use this with one of these beliefs where you need lots of followers of your religion in your cities. And Abode of Peace is pretty good as well, to be honest. For if you're going to spread your religion, which spreading your religion is really, really nice with Statecraft. So again, a couple of good choices here. Like most of the enhancers would be good this game, I feel like, so can't go too wrong there. Most of the followers would be good, but just pagodas would be better. Actually, one more thing. I might have liked to see an attempt at Borobudur here, or Hagia Sophia. I understand going for steel, you want to get some units with zealotry, I guess, then it makes sense. But yeah, I also quite like the idea of going Borobudur and getting out missionaries, or yeah, even Hagia Sophia. I feel like you can do a lot with religion this game, and you kind of want temples anyway because they give bonus to incense, so then you could get a grand temple, get even more culture and faith in all your cities because you're pretty close to that population requirement as well, and you could build like School of Philosophy. I don't feel like there's any rush for you to get steel, like it doesn't seem like your neighbours are really doing anything. But they are medieval era, so technically. But they do seem to be very passive. Okay, turn 207. And reforming as well. I guess that's with the help from the Teutonic Order. Cool. So what do we go for then? Scholasticism and zealotry. Yeah, I'm never a huge fan of these beliefs where you need the followers, because games can be annoying where people are converting your cities to other religions and just pressure and stuff. It's hard to keep up. full followers, and you don't have to keep Inquisitor in your cities just to keep them with a high amount of followers. And pagodas just would be better. Like, you'd get, okay, so you're getting like maybe +2, +3, +5 science, but you would be getting like +4 or 5 of every yield with pagodas in these cities. I know it would cost a bit of extra faith, but yeah. Okay, you went Statecraft as well instead of going fealty. So I guess, yeah, the plan is more to use your faith on units rather than using them on missionaries to spread the religion. So that's why going steel makes sense. And then, yeah, going for chivalry is all good. You could probably go theology first. It still seems safe. But I don't mind going for chivalry first. Reformation belief. I guess if you're going to go this way, then you just go Crusader Spirit. I mean, it's really nice to have it this early, actually. Yeah, Holy Land was the one I was talking about, where you could have taken Prophecy to synergize with that. It's reasonable. Global Commandments is decent. Glory of God is always good, but this early you probably want like a Crusader Spirit, I would say, because it gets to start right now. Yeah, there is an Austria in the game, so it could be difficult to actually be host of World Congress. And somebody has reached Renaissance, which is a pretty good time actually. So you've got some spies to use, probably to try and get some city-state allies, but also you do want to be stealing techs. And there's quite a few good places to do that. Okay, we're cranking out units. Understandable. Everything looks really nice though, man. There's a lot of improvements up. Nobody's attacking you, so you haven't had to build up an army or anything. Seems like you've been able to pretty much do what you want this game. And okay, getting a great diplomat. I wouldn't mind seeing some guild action. Yeah, because culture, getting through Statecraft is definitely difficult. I can say that every game you do it, it feels painful because it doesn't give you much bonus culture. So working some specialists, I think, could be a big help. And you already got the one great writer, so you want to get another one. I don't know, maybe you are working some in some city. Nah, I think a writers guild somewhere. I'm sure you built some stuff that you didn't necessarily need, like markets that could have been a writers guild somewhere. Particularly in the capital. City-state's still going alright. What? 279 new followers. Jesus Christ, dude. Acquire the city of Corinth. God damn. Alright, so that should be the next plan. Another city-state alliance and experience in all your units. Though they're hostile, which is unfortunate. Great scientist as well, so I'm sure you're trying to get one of them anyway. Cool. Oh wow, came down here also. I mean, there was like 7 iron, right? Yeah. So that city's probably going to give you like plus 100 gold per turn, just because of the ridiculousness of deals. And I guess you are planning to go wide. You know, authority and statecraft works well wide as well, and the Hansers, so all makes sense. Okay, the culture one is gone as well. Which I could have suggested, though. That would more be something with fealty. Alright, turn 2, 4, 6. Wow, army is pretty damn big and ready to go. Crazy that you haven't had to be at war yet this game. From what I've seen, at least. Seems like this will be your first go, and it looks like it's going to be on Greece. Quite a few allies and friends, I mean on a huge map with all of the city-states. There's a lot of missions on that. A lot of opportunities to get alliances. And I guess one other thing to mention, Statecraft is better on huge maps because you get more additional spies and you get more additional delegates as well from this. And, it works with wide empires as well, so it's obviously easier to be a bit wider on a huge map. Okay, everything has flipped away from Protestant, which I'm not a huge fan of. I guess you were just spending all of your faith on units. Some longswordsmen, knights. Do you know what? To be honest, I guess you're actually alright, but I was thinking in my Zulus game that the gold you get from selling strategics is worth more than the units. Although longswordsmen are a big upgrade on pikemen, and I guess you do need knights in medieval if you're going to do anything. But you could just wait for gunpowder instead and just have built pikemen instead of longswordsmen. Obviously it feels really good to have the cover. I guess you'll get the iron back anyway, so whatever. Yeah, whatever. This is probably good, but it's genuinely it easily could be worth it to just sell your shit instead, just because of the amount of money you get from them. Looks like we've been building Hansas, so that'll be a good time for everywhere. What is with that building then? What is the tech that you need? Okay, I guess it seems like you haven't got it. So you can't build it? Don't know. Cool. Yeah, this seems good. A lot of reasons to attack Greece, the city-state quest, the Roman Forum, and obviously just the yields from conquering stuff. You've got the maximum, bonuses that you can have from combat, so might as well start using them, and then it would be good to start converting these cities back. I doubt you'll need a bigger army than this. They're not going to have that many troops probably, because this is normal VP, so they don't have quite the spam that they do on my mod. I guess you will end up at war with quite a few people, which is annoying, including Sweden, but it's got to be done. But yeah, what are the spies up to? Yep, doing some city-state quests and getting a textile as well just before we get gunpowder. Oh my, the timings. Although, does Austria even have gunpowder? Probably yes. So I would make sure that you get to gunpowder. Get compass next turn, and then you can steal gunpowder. I'm sure there are some. Yeah, there are some more specialists you could be working. And if you are planning to attack, you could kill a unit and get some science that way. Yeah, I guess you want trade confederacy. You've got the Hansa, so you want to start trading with them. And then you come down here. Or maybe you do want to go there first, actually, before this one. World Congress has been founded. They're already on 14 votes. Man, Austria is a problem, man. Just like they were in my game, they are already... That is so many votes, man. You're the next... Okay, there's sevens, there's some sevens actually, but... You're the next with 4. They don't even have religious authority, man. Wow. Wow. Okay, sanction Songhai, that seems good for you. Yeah, it's a shame that you're not in the top 3 and it'll be difficult to get there. Though I don't know what is that good that you could propose right now that would really help you that much. World religion, but it wouldn't get passed, so wouldn't be that useful. Scholars in residence, I always hate that one because you know, we all know you're going to catch up and overtake the AIs at some point in this game, since they don't scale too well, and at that point you will actually be dragging them along. Like, Scholars in Residence is basically the only way that the AIs can keep up late game with you in most games, so that will be annoying, but it will help you for a while, so it's always a double-edged sword. Just depends if Austria's about it or not, because they could easily nay it. Iroquois will try, and don't know about Greece. And Congress is interesting when you got 12 civs in it. Or, yeah, 12 civs. Fair enough. I can see you're trying to get diplomats, so not much more you could have done. Well, the only thing you could have done to get more votes is the religion. Choosing to just kind of ignore actually spreading the religion and go for this stuff isn't as good for the Statecraft and World Congress stuff, but it also obviously has given you a really big army that I'm sure will be put to good effect. Okay, so 30 turns later, oh my god. Wow. Wow. And you're right back in the game. Nearly catching up with the leader thanks to that. Yeah, fair enough. Wow. I mean, I thought you would beat them, but that seems pretty quick. I mean, I guess that's quite a long time when you're doing all the units and stuff. Just like looking, like just turn-wise, it's not that long. I mean, on epic speed as well. 30 turns, not a very long time, man. It's like, you know, 2 techs or something. 2-3 techs. And they've gone from a full civ to completely wiped. You did wipe them, right? Now, normally I do like to keep vassals when doing Statecrafty World Congress stuff. So I'm surprised you wiped them out. I mean, it seems like you could have left them with a city or two anyway. I mean, even for anything, you get good yields from vassals, so it's normally the best course of action, I think, to just leave them with a city or two. Okay, you said you wanted to get rid of a Statecraft civ because they were Statecraft, and you wanted to get their embassies as well. So I guess you got like 1 or 2 embassies. Yeah, I can understand that you want the embassies. I still think you should have left them, and the fact that they're Statecraft is actually a benefit to you because they technically should be voting with you more often than not. And they're somebody you could convert to your religion as well to help you get like a world religion passed. And I think this was before my World Congress changes, but I know with my changes that if they actually like you, then they will vote for you. So you could keep them around and just see what they're up to. Like, if they're hating on you, then you could just kill their last city whenever you want anyway. So I think keeping them around makes sense. You get some bonus units when you enter a new era. Yeah, I think keeping them around makes the most sense. But wow, lots of nice alliances and friends there. Looks like you're going for Sweden next. So many defensive packs. Oh, I guess this was before those changes as well. Not very cool. I'm surprised Songhai isn't giving you grief over here. I guess you're like their only friend, so maybe they don't want to backstab you. And everybody else hates them because they are sanctioned. That got passed. Okay, so it seems like this is becoming a bit of a snowball. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure like you actually have better troops than Sweden as well with all these lancers that they don't even have. They're still using trebs, so you probably can conquer them pretty quickly as well. Yeah, so you have let the religion completely go, even in the capital, but you got a Inquisitor, thank God. That would be super bad otherwise. This was a holy city, Athens, so I don't know, maybe you didn't have the choice, but it can be good to keep them depending on what beliefs that they have. Particularly the enhancer belief is one of the ones that you can get from having conquered their city. And some Reformation beliefs. So keeping the holy city, keeping their city would have allowed you to actually get the prophecy enhancer in Athens, which is a nice one because it means you can put all your great prophets in that city, like around that city, and they'll get the bonus yields. And they have this. You could build the Hermitage there. I think that would work if you had Eastern Orthodoxy in that city. So potentially you didn't have the choice, but if you did, it would be nice to keep that as Eastern Orthodox as well. Okay, there's one last save, so we'll check that out. Okay, so just a couple of turns later, and... well, weren't you? You were just researching rifling. You already finished it and got printing press. Sweden are industrial era, so they actually could get arsenals, but you can get field guns and fusiliers. So, oh wow, you actually got a navy as well. Jesus. Wow, fair enough. So, yeah, this seems like a super good position to be in. So you don't really need my advice, but you did ask some questions. So next wonders, yes. So you mentioned Sistine Chapel, Neuschwanstein, Eiffel Tower, and Brandenburg Gate. That would all be good to get, as well as Palace of Westminster, of course, with the Statecraft. Which one should be the priority? So, yeah, you know, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Like, they're all good, and all of them could be good. It really just depends which ones that the AIs will allow you to get, and given the fact that they've only built like one or two of these, I mean, yeah, I guess you probably won't be able to get Sistine Chapel, but you might well be able to get like all of them. I remember the AIs being particularly slow from Industrial Era onwards with building wonders, so you might honestly be able to get all of them. But maybe just use some spies on people who have good tech to see what they're building. You could also just follow the techs that have already been researched, since there is scholars in residence, and you don't really want to be researching new techs and giving other people the bonus. You've got imperialism, so I guess the plan is just to go autocracy and just smash through these guys. So I would say the priority is probably going to be culture at this point, which means... I feel like Brandenburg Gate actually not as useful as maybe Eiffel Tower or Neuschwanstein would be nice. The thing is that you don't really need this happiness because you could just lock all of your cities, which you've done anyway. So your happiness will be sorted in a matter of turns. Anyway, I think. I don't know if you're capped. I think you're capped on happiness already, so the happiness actually wouldn't do anything for you. So I wouldn't actually go out of my way to get Neuschwanstein. Sistine Chapel would be nice if you can get it, but you probably won't. And I would go Eiffel Tower first. You do pretty much have the requirements thanks to the Statecraft finisher, which gives you wonders require one less. Really good for Statecraft actually, because like I said, you struggle with policies, so it's nice to have that. Surprised you didn't go industry to get the extra trade routes. You could have transitioned into like industry freedom to finish off the game with some nice trade route bonuses, but imperialism works, and yeah, I assume you're going authority, so you really want to get those policies because the first 3 authority policies are amazing. the Lebensraum military-industrial complex and the elite forces. Super, super good. I would start building a lot of forts since your imperialism. I think this was before forts were nerfed as well, so crazy hills to be got from colonialism. Make sure you take that next. And then there's the military-industrial complex that gives bonus to forts as well. Could probably do some more workers to fix everything, since they seem a bit overstretched, but that is small stuff. And the other thing is that panzers are getting to be within sight. So, I'm sure you want to get the Food Corporation, which is a little bit out of the way, but you could just rush for panzers and smash through people in, honestly, 5 turns or something, man. If you get some blitz panzers, nobody is going to be able to survive that because they won't have military bases by the time you get there. I guess this game, people will still be around and about with the text because of the scholars in residence, which will keep everybody fairly close on that. And the tech steals have gone down, but I still feel like they won't really be able to hang with you anymore. You're not even behind on policies, apart from the Iroquois. So, obviously, very, very good position here. And question about what do I think about going for a Diplo victory from the beginning? So yeah, if you wanted to do that, I would say that you actually didn't really need authority for quite a while, though it obviously has still ended up being good, but you could have so the best thing I think to do for going for a Diplo victory from the start is to spread your religion as much as possible. So getting to Borobudur at all costs and building that before anyone else did. So whatever would have allowed you to do that, and probably even taking one in fealty, even though you wanted the statecraft stuff, and then just mass spreading out your religion. Maybe with apostolic to get you the culture so that you could get Borobudur. And like I said, you literally could have gone progress because nobody did anything to you for 200 turns, and it was even your choice to attack these guys in the end. Yes, I guess I don't know why they were so passive. I guess it's something to do with the old patch and the fact that they seemed quite weak as well. They didn't actually have that many troops, so they weren't that keen on attacking you. But yeah, anything in your religion that could help you to spread it, I think would be the way to go. Because if you can get world religion passed, convert a couple of people to your religion and get world religion passed, it just makes the rest of the game so much easier. And not only do you get the extra votes from world religion and people following your religion, but the religious authority as well. You didn't get the best position because Sweden, Spain, Greece all had religions, but you could have spread to Songhai, and there's probably some more people up here like Mongolia that you probably could have got to first because they've got their religion out and they've got the pressure now. But if you got it out first, you could have got the pressure. And I genuinely wouldn't have minded quite a few of the other enhancer beliefs. Like Abode of Peace, you could have gone for Orthodoxy, I suppose, since that seems to be what made Iroquois religion spread so fast. If you'd started the spreading and then picked Orthodoxy, you could have had most of the world following your religion. Could have really taken control of Congress. Though Austria always would have been annoying for that, so the way that you did it is probably the safer way to go because you can easily transition, and it's not like having loads of votes actually is going to get you the Diplo victory until you need to get to nuclear fission anyway, which, to be honest, as Germany, you could easily just go ballistics earlier and then use the panzers to smash everybody before you would have even got here to do this. because it's way more text that you need to get to nuclear fission than you do to rush to ballistics. So I don't mind just using Germany as like a way to just leverage some city-state allies to get you extra bonuses while you're doing authority stuff. So, to be honest, I think zealotry maybe was not necessary this game. You're going to end up with a lot of spare production thanks to all the Hansas. But I guess they did allow you to get out an army obviously earlier than you would be able to just with the Hansas. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My final recommendation to you, man, is I think you should use my difficulty mod because this game seemed way too easy for you. I know you had a good start and stuff, but it was a good start partially because they didn't, that nobody really did anything to you. You got the world religion, even though I don't think you had the monopoly for a while, but you still got the religion first. You were able to get terracotta army even after going for calendar, I think. It seems like, still build Petra as well, be completely unchallenged going for whatever you wanted in medieval era. Like, you didn't have to build any troops, so you could just build workers and put the cities where you wanted, without having to defend Aachen and stuff. I feel like this game was too easy for you. Now, to be honest, the new normal VP patch I think is a bit harder because AIs do have a bit of a better build order. They don't ignore terracotta army quite so much, and I'm assuming they have some more aggression and stuff early on. But you were able to just do all that stuff and then walk through Greece, who, like, once you had your army, you did have a good army, but they should have put up a much harder fight, at least making it take longer to get through them than they did. So yeah, I just think that once you had like a decent start, the game was too easy for you. And the Stonehenge as well, that you probably wouldn't have been able to get on my mod because 47 would definitely have been a risky turn to go for it. So even though you had a good start for other stuff, because it wasn't a high production, you would have had to not go for Stonehenge and go for something else, which it seems like, given how easy you found this game, that I reckon you would be able to have a good chance of still winning. Also, it is a little bit hard to comment on like possible improvements and stuff because there's not a huge amount of consequences for not playing like optimally. So that's my recommendation. Yeah, man, I can't believe that you want to do this to yourself and go for a world conquest on a huge map, man. That is rough. I would definitely be trying to convert over into a Diplo victory here, just for the fact that I wouldn't have to conquer all of these people. But it will go quickly if you get the panzers and all of those nice authority policies that I was telling you about, including the tier 2 ones, lightning warfare and martial spirit, and then the airport one where you could transport them over the seas easier if there is some issue of getting to people. Good luck though, man. I hope the rest of the game goes well. And yeah, I appreciate you sending this one in. If anybody else has a game to send in, make sure you do that. I'll leave the link in the description. Yeah, I do enjoy making these videos, so it's always nice to get a new one. And yeah, we're getting pretty close to that 500 subs milestone when we get the old tier list video. I do need to do some preparation for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it as like a live stream video or just do it in my own time. Or maybe I'll do it as a podcast, get Hanoi on and we can have some arguments about it. Maybe if you got some thoughts on what you think you'd enjoy more, you could let me know about that, because I'm pretty undecided. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.